Today is my first official day back to work. It's the end of the summer for me, and finally I can use my Canon again. It's fixed, so that's exciting. So I just took all my pain pills. I just made a Go Ultima drink. I'm pretty sore. I've been trying to do a little bit of stretching and I guess you could say like prepping for work, but nothing really gets my body prepared because it's a lot on my body to go a couple hours a day the way that it does. So I just started my car to make sure it's working, and it is, thankfully. And I'm getting ready to put my tennis shoes on, and then we'll be headed out the door because I'm gonna go a little bit early today because number one, it's the first day, kids come early, and I want to go through some CDs and make sure I have everything together for my lesson planning and stuff like that. So it's always a little nerve-wracking going back to work when you have a chronic illness because not to put it lightly, it's like walking into a torture chamber for your body, that is. I love what I do, and that keeps me pushing through. So I'm excited, but also a little bit nervous just because it's been nice not to be hurting as much this summer when I rested properly. But it'll just be back to making sure I do enough sauna time and enough bath time. Oh, my cats put my inserts. They pull my inserts out, and so when I put them back in, they were in the wrong shoe. But I would love to know how you guys are. Did you do anything fun over summer break? And if you did, what did you do? I know not everyone has a break from work, but it still sometimes takes a vacation and things like that. We'll be here for 2 more weeks, and then we will be headed back to Florida for our cruise, which I think I mentioned this before. We planned this a couple years ago, so that's why it happened to be so close together. So let's head to work. It's good to be back, and the kids are really good. I have some really young ones, so the first class is fun. So now I'm on my way to, I had a haircut, but we ended up canceling, and I'm on my way to go get my sister-in-law, Carly. She's been on the vlogs before, and she's about to head home tomorrow. We did a little staycation where we all hung out at my in-laws, and I didn't vlog. Number one, this camera was dead, and number two, I was just really resting, and it was really nice. So it was a really good time to be with family because she has a dog and she's a puppy, and so she can't be left too long. So I'm gonna go pick her up and get my meds, my bathing suit, and maybe hang out at our house for a little bit, and then we'll go back to their house to lay out and hang out so I can be with her before she heads home tomorrow. So very glad work went well. It was good to take pain pills. I had a time to help myself, and I also took like a really warm shower to loosen up my muscles, and having my electrolyte drink and water. I didn't drink all of it, I just like sipped on it, and that helped. So I'm really trying to see what helps for like pain. Just an hour is a lot easier than, you know, my longer stretches in the evening. So definitely gonna get back into being in the sauna a lot and a long bath. But just praying for my pain this semester. And a couple people wrote me and texted me, and I just thank you for your support because you guys know how hard it is on my body. I'm headed home, really tired because the sun is so draining, but I just made my crumble that I normally make that you guys know I like, the blackberry crumble. But at my in-laws' house they had blueberries and raspberries, so I mean I can still have it, but just not as much of it because it's higher in carbs, but it's so good, and I'm bringing it home. And we are gonna be resting this evening. It was really fun to be with my sister-in-law so much this past week. So Kyle's home now, and I will be getting up tomorrow and going back to work. And tomorrow will be my biggest day of work, so hopefully get some rest tonight. Good morning. Today starts day 2 of work. Just took all my pain pills, got my electrolyte drink, about to pour my water, and then we will head there. I went ahead and took a bath this morning because last night was pretty rough, and I know that it will just get a little trickier. As time goes on. So, figured I'd do that, and then this evening or this afternoon, depending on how I'm feeling, I'll take a bath. Totally forgot to charge my battery last night, so I'm gonna go ahead and leave for work, charge my battery, and I'll see you after. Alright, I just got back to dance and I am fading really fast, so I'm about to do something that I should not be doing, but it's not really washing my car. But there's like literally mold on my car, and I have mold, like exposure, and I'm treating it. And the last thing I should be doing is like driving a car with mold on it. So I don't really have a hose in the front yard, and like I can't do a lot, but I figured right now at least I could like wipe it off a little bit. But I'm doing it right, like I literally just walked in the door, so I'm gonna do it right away, because, and then after that I'll take my meds and do my resting. Whew. Okay, so it's nowhere near perfect, and it got foggy out there, so I don't know if I got any footage, but I just wiped it down, and I'm about to throw a bucket of water over it just to kind of rinse it. Definitely not the way to wash a car, but gotta do what you gotta do. So the knees are shaky and I'm not feeling too well, so getting my herbs, getting some food for after the herbs, and then it will be time to just lay on the couch. Haven't done this in a long time, so it's gonna be a little hard to keep myself down, but it's necessary. I did want to vacuum today too, but we'll see how that goes. So I'm gonna take my herbs right now and then get to resting, because I have a couple hours before I go back to work this evening. And I need all the energy I can get for this evening. Good morning. Today is Monday, and I officially start my second week of work. And I am not sure if I'm going to teach my second class today, because I'm just not feeling well at all. My immune system, even though I've been taking things for it and doing stuff, just doesn't like to be around germs, I guess. So, you know, I didn't get sick all summer, but I also wasn't around children or anything like that. So I'm getting ready to put my shoes on, and first I'm going to do a B12 shot. Because whenever I don't take it easy when I start feeling this way, I get super, super sick for like a couple weeks, and it's like until I'm, like by Thursday I'm miserable and so sick, like can't breathe. I can't swallow, and I have fever and chills, at least those type of symptoms. So I'm trying my best not to have that to happen, especially since we do leave Saturday for our cruise. And thankfully our cruise doesn't actually leave until Monday morning, so we have a day to rest in between, which we all figured that would be best for me. We would have gotten there really late on Sunday, and we have to leave really early on Monday morning because it's a 3-hour drive. Sorry, I ran out of space on that memory card. But I don't have a lot of cleaning to do. I'm just mainly doing stuff to make sure we have stuff at the studio for the week, and then my friend that does it with me, she'll come tomorrow and clean the rest of it. Made it. We still have our stuff up from Princess Dance Camp and the kids just love it. I just got these like high-waisted shorts. I love them. I wish they were a little tighter because I don't feel like they like tuck in that well, but I really like them for like shorts that aren't like baggy and then just wearing like a longer shirt with it. But I got them from Walmart.com, so I was pleasantly surprised. Okay, I'm just finishing cleaning up. Made it through dance classes. I was really shaky and sweaty the first class, but one of the teacher's grandsons is in that class, and so she helped me, so that was really nice. And then the other class is big, but the girls are very, very well behaved and quiet, and so they, I could talk pretty quietly, and I didn't have to do as much because they just listened to what I have to say versus having to show them everything. So I'm not going to be vlogging the rest of the day because I'm just going to go home, take meds, and be on the couch all day and rest. So I will talk to you soon.